What up, guys? It's your boy Splike, and good afternoon. It's really nice weather out here in sweet hot Tejas, and it's 101 degrees, I believe. I'm out here again, just doing. I like doing these streams outside because it's really nice. I know I should be indoors, but I don't have a proper studio as of yet. So, without further ado, cue my music. What up, guys? I want to address just three things that have been trending over the past weekend. San Diego Comic-Con just happened, and it was great. It was phenomenal. But what also transpired was the fire with Disney and Marvel. They fired James Gunn. Now, after reading some of his past comments, there were some old tweets that had resurfaced from 7+ years ago. I had to read them. They were provocative. They were very crude. It was humor I'm not really comfortable with. It was just like, okay, that was 7 years ago, and that's in the past. He's apologized for those comments, and for these comments to be resurfaced, someone put these back on the map, meaning they had nothing else better to do with their time but to bring these comments that were made from this man's past life issues or whatever he was going through at the time to resurface and put them on blast in order for this man to get fired. Was Disney and Marvel right to do this? Personally, I don't believe so. There was someone shouting over there. Personally, I don't believe so. It was not in the best interest. I understand why they did it, but this man, he's clearly changed over these years. He's clearly changed. He understands what he had said back then was not right. It wasn't good at all. Just to let me sit down here. Just to now bring these issues, make them resurface. It just really wasn't good. And now you have his colleagues, friends, and co-workers in protests to rehire this man and so he can start directing the films that he was supposed to be directing, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He was supposed to direct it, and he did a phenomenal job with Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, and I was really excited about those, and I loved them. That got me right back into reading those comic books. So, that being said, Selima Blair, she has posted a petition to rehire James Gunn. I've already signed that petition. I'm in full support because this man, he deserves a second chance. Because you shouldn't be, if you're being prosecuted for past issues that you understand that you did wrong and you were a different person back then, what's the point of redemption, basically? So I want James Gunn back. I want him back mostly because to direct the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, because if anyone else does it, I get the feeling they're going to screw it up. Next issue. I want to address the Enter the Dragon reboot I've been hearing about. Personally, don't do it. Don't do it at all. And I'm a huge fan of Bruce Lee. I love Bruce Lee and his legacy that he has left behind. But Enter the Dragon, you shouldn't touch. I understand we are in a time of reboots, and we do miss some iconic things. I wish we can go back, some nostalgia, relive them a bit. However, we can't. There's some things I believe we shouldn't touch. Enter the Dragon is one of them we should not touch, because this is a man's legacy, the last of his legacy, and even though it's widely popular and known, and it's going to bring in the money, it shouldn't be done at all. I strongly advise against it. Apparently, I hear there's going to be a Caucasian man directing the film. It's like, come on, we live in a day. This is 2018. You can get I'm nothing against Caucasians. It's just that right now, why not get an Asian director to actually direct this movie if you're going to do reboot. And actually, no, not a reboot, a continuation, actually. I know, get someone new, get a female Asian actress to play someone undercover dealing with these underground trafficking rings, actually. A female, because it's a day and age where females are becoming a little more empowering, so get a female Asian actress to play this character. And don't follow the same storyline, because that's Bruce Lee's. It's Bruce Lee's. Do trafficking, the ring trafficking still, but make it differently. Do a little bit of a different approach to it. Now, third issue. Anna Diop, if I mispronounced her last name, I do apologize. She has recently disabled her social media account in regards to the racial discrimination and constant negative comments, toxic comments from fellow fans. Now, I've addressed an issue with my fellow colleagues, A Styles and Javelin J, that I am totally against this toxicity in the comic book and nerd community. So with that being said, to my fellow nerds, look, we're turning into bullies ourselves now. Listen, from back in the day when we used to read comics, watch anime, we were picked on a lot, we were bullied, we were ridiculed, and we were looked down upon. And nowadays, it's 2018, it's a mainstream. People that I used to know that actually did not like anime or comics are actually wearing the apparel and like repping, like, oh man, I love that now. It's like, dude, I was on that. You are now hopping on this bandwagon. I was on this a long time ago. So we are in an era where and these actors who possibly are fans themselves are hired to portray these characters. They're being paid, they're doing their job. We shouldn't ridicule them, we shouldn't bring them down, we shouldn't be negative to them, we shouldn't throw racial slurs at them like we did with Kelly Mary Tran, who was the young Asian lady in Last Jedi, that she even disabled her social media account. I remember addressing that with my podcast with A Styles and Javelin J. And now we have another actress, Anna Diop. She just disabled her because she didn't want to hear those negative comments anymore. And right now, folks, we really shouldn't be doing that. This is 2018. Why is racism still here? I don't even know why it's still here. I mean, I'm actually sick of it, to be honest. Right now, the nerd community is putting a bad taste in my mouth because I'm part of that community. I'm just like, what's going on? What's this toxic fandom? And it's now we're looking like the bullies that used to pick on us back then. So we need to stop. We need to start thinking about what we're going to say. Okay, what's the issue with her playing Starfire? I understand there are certain issues, and I will address them on a podcast with my fellow colleagues. However, that doesn't give you the right to ridicule her, throw racial slurs, or any negative comments, like bringing this person down. She's just doing her job, and apparently she loves the role Starfire. And really, sorry, that's Tiny Toon. And really, I don't think we should be bringing our actors or actresses down like this just because they're playing a role. Sorry. It is very upsetting to me that the community I love and grew up with has become the very villains that used to ridicule us and bring us down. It's very heartbreaking, actually. We need to stop this. We need to just bring it to a stop. Stop the negative comments, stop the racism, just all around stop. It's 2018, people. It's time to grow up. All right? I'm done. Just cue my music.